Hey guys, HELLABELLA here. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a Merch by Amazon report for the month of October 2021. We're going to go over my royalties. We're going to talk about what worked this month and just whatever trends that I see happening in the Merch by Amazon platform. So just to get started and give you a little bit of background information, I am on the 20,000 tier. I've been doing Merch by Amazon since 2017. I have 6,576 original designs and I have 26,731 live products. A lot of those were auto uploads that Merch by Amazon recently started auto uploading some products to other markets. So as you can see, I have a lot of potential here to increase my products on this account. Overall, my focus lately has not been on Merch by Amazon. I'll just be honest with you. I did see a pretty big jump going down from the month of September to October, and that is something that I will be covering today in this video. Normally I would see sales of around $100 or more per day, and my sales have really took a turn. $81, $48, $58, $72, $64, only $28 yesterday on Halloween. So sales have jumped down considerably. So I'll just want to take a look here. We'll flip over to this other page and I'll kind of give you some numbers. So this is going to be my analytics for October 2021. I'm using the Pretty Merch paid program to look at this data. I had 597 total sales. I had $2,422 in royalties. So that is the amount that I made for the month of October. And comparing that to last month, September, I made around $4,000 last month. So we see a pretty big dip down, which is very unusual to me. I really can't give a reason for this drop in sales. I could speculate that Merch by Amazon is throttling people right now. I'm not sure what they're doing, but this is very strange for my sales to be so low in the month of October. Usually I see a gigantic spike in September, October, November, and December, and I'm just not seeing that right now, even though I have more designs than I had last year. If you go to my channel, you can see some of my other videos and see kind of what kind of sales I had in the last couple of months and over the last year, and I definitely expected to see more sales in the month of October this year, especially the year that we've had. I think Amazon is going to do their best to get everything made and get it sent to the customer, but with everything going on and the delays in shipping and the economic framework right now that we're working with, it may not be realistic to think that this is going to be an all-star Q4 for Merch by Amazon. But if you are selling on other platforms like Amazon FBA and eBay, I think that it's a great time to start selling Christmas gifts because we're going to see some shortages this year. Okay, well, stepping away from that, let's take a look here. We've got 597 sales, 47 returns, and an average royalty per sale of $4.05. So I'm very happy to see that average royalty being $4. The royalty, if you're not aware, is the amount that I get to keep as the seller, and I do not run any ads. I know a lot of people do run AMS ads, but I just do not run those ads. I don't have time to play around with it, and I don't really know how they work, to be honest with you. So all of this is organic traffic. Some of you have asked me how I drive traffic to my shirts, and the only answer that I can give you is that I make proper keywords in the title. I use the words that people would be searching for. I target phrases that are not overly saturated. The niches that I'm in are the ones that I think that I can do well in. They're not overly crowded. They're not making a ton of sales, but they're making decent sales for me, and that's what I think that builds consistency in my account. So average sales per day this month was only 19, average returns was 1 to 2, and my average royalties per day was down to $78 per day. My best day this month was $118.56. 203 unique products sold, so only 0.8% of all my products sold this month. As per usual, my standard shirt was the best seller, selling 77% of my sales. Then we've got 6% V-necks, 4% sweatshirts, 3% tank tops, and then you can see everything else sold a couple of times, but not anything super crazy. I sold 12 hoodies, so that is pretty good for the royalties. I probably padded the royalties over $100 with those hoodies. Here are the top colors that I sold this month. Number 1 being asphalt, number 2 being black, number 3 being cranberry, think Christmas designs, and number 4 being white. Number 5 being dark heather, and number 6 being heather gray. People really do like those heather colors. I'll scroll down here to just kind of give you an insight as to what kind of sales I made. I can't show you any of my designs because that would give away my niches, but anyways, we've got $596 for our top seller. It sold 117 times, so that made up about 1/4 of my total royalties for the month. And then we drop down here to this one. It looks like it sold a lot in youth sizes, which kind of surprises me. I didn't notice that before, but we've got $298 for this particular design. and we sold 27 kids shirts. So we sold more kids shirts than we did any of the men or women shirts. So that is kind of interesting. That might be something that I would look into. And this is sort of something that can give you a little insight as to my mindset. Whenever I notice something different or when I notice a change, I'll analyze that a little bit and think, how can I make more money off of this particular situation? How can I make this occur more times on my account? And so I might think, okay, this sold in the kids niche. Maybe I need to make some specifically targeted for kids in this particular niche because I know it's not overly crowded. I mean, if I'm able to sell 65 of this particular shirt in 1 month, I know that I have a pretty good chance at ranking for this title and this subject matter. Okay, scrolling down, we've got the same scenario. We've got 14 kid shirts that sold, and you know, you do have to be very careful with kid shirts. Kid shirts are something that can get you a lot of rejections, and I know whenever you guys see rejections on my account, you all get triggered because you guys are constantly asking me about them in the comment section. What I have to say about rejections is that it's just something that happens. There's no way to prevent it. I don't think that any Merch by Amazon seller has a completely rejection-free account if they've been doing merch for any amount of time. It's not something that I would worry about too much. Merch by Amazon wants you to be successful on their platform, but obviously if you upload too many things and you're getting too many rejections, then yeah, your account will get banned. But overall, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Now, my fourth bestseller here, it sold 27 times, it may be $100. This is in the Christianity niche, and this is a really good niche to go into. I mean, Christians have a lot of different phrases that they say. There's, if you look back on Christianity, there were, you know, those ketchup shirts that said things like, you know, ketchup with God or something like that. Those used to be really popular back in the day. I can remember people wearing those to church. So just kind of look at some inspiration from those, or go to like Christian websites and look up some of the phrases that they're using, and then you can make your own Christianity shirts. And that goes for any religion, really. I mean, you can pretty much target any specific group of people, and that is something that I did with this particular shirt. And it is a white shirt with black font. Scrolling down here, you can see that I have a couple of sales on each one of these shirts. I did sell quite a few of my new designs this month, so it's good to see that things that have been uploaded recently are actually selling. With this drop in sales, I really did get a little bit concerned. I mean, there's not really anything that you can do about it, but it is frustrating because, you know, at this point, I don't know that I didn't count on the income, but I certainly expected the income, and it's a little disappointing to see my sales drop from 4,000 to 2,400 this month, but hey, that's all part of it. So one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I wrote this in my notes section here, so let's just cover this pretty quickly. I did okay with Halloween by targeting the phrase, "This is my tired blank costume." So think, this is my tired teacher costume. This is my tired mom costume. So using that strategy, I was able to make a couple of sales on different shirts, and I just want to say that it's not imperative that you make 1,000 sales on one shirt. You could just make 10 or 20 selling shirts that sell a couple times each, and then you're going to have yourself a pretty decent bit of income. So if I can come up with some niches like that and create a little market within a market for myself, that is what I will try to do. I'll wrap up the video by showing you guys my international sales. So nothing incredible here. I had 6 sales that were not in the United States market, and these usually would come from things that have been auto-uploaded. But I did get, you know, a few dollars here and there. Nothing super crazy, but we've got a couple of sales in the UK and a couple of sales in Germany. So that's something that I guess, you know, you could target specifically if you are familiar with that culture or you want to get familiar with that. It's not something that I'm really going off of. I know personally, I go after things that I know because that's the easiest strategy for me to use. I target people that, you know, someone that I might be able to relate to in real life. And I try to always see my customer for, you know, a whole person and what would they like and what would they be interested in, and then what would cause them to click the buy button. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I want to wrap up with my October 2021 Merch by Amazon update by saying that, you know, even though my sales are down, I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and realize that I have no control over this. The only thing I have control over is how many designs I can upload and the quality of designs that I add to my account, and that I continue learning. So by watching videos like this and other people on YouTube, you're definitely doing the right thing by learning. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can consider subscribing. I post a lot of videos about Merch by Amazon, and I try to give my audience things that they can actually implement in their own account so that they can become more successful with Merch by Amazon. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Take care until the next one, okay?